This about inmate treatment at the Tulsa County Jail after a severely injured inmate was driven to the hospital in a patrol car. 2 Works For You anchor Stephen Romo is at the jail with what the sheriff's office says about a bizarre chain of events.
Yeah, here at the jail, the sheriff says an inmate was banging his head and behaving dangerously. He was then laying on the floor wounded for a while before he was taken to the hospital. Now his charges are dropped as a cost-saving measure. And today the sheriff explained why.
He said he was Superman and the cell could not hold him.
Former inmate David Fulps, seriously injured at the jail on May 2nd, lay on the floor bleeding before being driven to the hospital, according to the sheriff's office.
He laid there a matter of hours before he was taken to the hospital, not a matter of days.
At a press conference, Sheriff Vic Regalado and Detective Sergeant Virgil Collette addressed reports that Fulps suffered a broken neck, back, and pelvis. Jail staff said Fulps was jumping around in his cell. He was moved to a new cell with fewer breakable items. It was there detention officers reported hearing a loud noise, possibly from a fall.
And it was determined that he needed to be taken to medical, even though he was saying he was fine.
Sheriff's officials said staff members noticed blood under Fulps. That's when they decided to send him to the hospital in a patrol car.
The reason we do that so as not to tie up IMSA.
I never saw him get depressed or get angry.
We spoke to Bob Brown, Fulps' former neighbor in Midtown.
He was very excitable.
Right now, Fulps' charges have been dropped. Sheriff Regalado says that's so the county doesn't have to cover Fulps' extensive medical bills.
I mean, this was his doing, so we're certainly not going to pay for that.
Regalado says Fulps' injuries are so severe, he doesn't pose a threat to the public. Now, there is video surveillance here at the jail, but the sheriff's office says it's going to take a little while to review it to decide what they can release to the public. At the Tulsa County Jail, Stephen Romo, 2 Works For You.
And more information on Fulps. He has a long criminal record, including another arrest in April that resulted in a separate trip to the hospital after injuries at the jail.